Alright, muri yeZimbabwe kusangana kwatiri kuita zvakare ipo pano paZemunews update apo patinoda kupa mafirst hand update anonga ari kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Sekuziva kwatatiri kuita nezuro paiwigwa gamba rehondo yerusununguko waiwa vari Major General Everesto Dziwema. So tiri kuona Vice President Constantino Chiwenga vakataura naPresident Emmerson Mnangagwa. Takaona Vice President Constantino Chiwenga vakataura mashoko vakataura ikoko asina kufadza President Emmerson Mnangagwa vachiti panofana kuitwa ma-investigation ekuti sei vanhu verudzi rwemauto vari kungoparara mise nenguva, because tiri kuona kuti vakungogara vakapfeka magauni eblack vachingoenda pahiroseka each and every pamwedzi vanogona kuenda kana kaviri emhuri yeZimbabwe. But kuma-institution ana ZPCS kunana ZRP hakuna kana munhu ari kumbofa. So vari kuti tida kuti tinge tichiinvestigata kuti nhauwa iyi, uye chiri kushamisa veruzhinji vari kutaura kuti vanhu ava vari kungofa nenzira imwe chete. Ngonzo kuti adonha kupurazi Victor Matema danda zvodya chikafu akatoenda kuWest Hospital akazofira parerenyatwa. Same story ndo iri kungoitika. Hapana munhu ari kunzi anyasa kumborwara chaizvo chinova chiri cho chiratidzo chinoratidza kuti zvinhu hazvina kumira zvakanaka. So tira kuti timbonzwiwa vaDouglas Ngonzora vachitaura pano, bhozi vaDouglas Ngonzora vari kukanganwa kuti zvinhu zviri kuitwa izvi vakatombozviitavo mazuva aya pavakaparadzana naMDC vachienda kunana vakatongodyidzana stereki navaMnangagwa ivo vaDouglas Ngonzora. Meno tokazobutsurwa papi vakabudiswa mugame zvakafanana naChabangu pari zvino akangoti dye Cape 3 akapasa akutobutsurwa akutobudiswa panze. Achatangongoitawo zvekuita chi vaDouglas Ngonzora izvozvo. Rekedzeiti wanzwa vachitaura
the same as well, maybe in Senate. What are the odds?
I think you may go into the danger of oversimplifying it.
Yeah.
You are correct that we have seen the Triple C not speaking with one voice.
Exactly.
I think that's the point you are making. Because if you say Chamisa Chabangu, then where do you put Machuma? Where do you put Matsunga? That was a Chamisa person. And it did not come with Chabangu. But she has been very, very open about supporting Cape 3. And this comes strangely after she was rewarded. I think 50,000 in the car and so on and so forth, which is a tragedy for our democracy. In other countries, it will be a scandal.
Was she duly elected in the past election? Or she came in via PR?
She was a member of the PRI. No. I'm not so sure, but she was there in the first group.
Yeah.
She was there in the first group.
But most likely via PR.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, whether she's MP for... I think she inherited the seat left by Paulina Mpariwa.
Okay.
Yeah, Mfako, but with the delimitation, I think it is touching on another constituency as well.
Okay.
But be that as it may, what is important right now is that there are MPs who are speaking not with one voice. And the plea we have for these MPs of the Triple C, whether they are Chamisa or Chabangu, whatever, is that they must look at the historic responsibility that they are carrying. The political life or political death of the country and of our fledgling democracy rests on them.
Okay.
And therefore, it is a serious decision they have to make. And they all will benefit if they negotiate. They all will benefit if they use their leverage. And they must close rank. The time for fighting will be there in the future. But they must close ranks because, tell you what, these 7 years, even if they get them, these 7 years will arrive. And there is a political life after that. They have to think about that. So our plea to them is that they must close ranks and use the advantage that they have.
Use the numbers.
The numbers. To say, we will not give you the vote if we don't get on.
If you suggest a give and take, what would you suggest for them?
Well, I will. It will be not so good for me to do that, in view of the fact that certain conversations have taken place. in which, in a confidential manner, I've talked to people, and I don't want them to see what I may have advised or not advised.
But I'm asking ignorantly just to make sure that Zimbabweans can also see that what is it that we can extract if we get the CAB 3? What is in it for them, or what could be extractable?
Yes, quite a lot by way of suggestion. But of course, remember they are going into negotiations, and you don't want to negotiate in public. Unfortunately, I wish I could. I'm not part of the negotiating team, but a number of people have asked for.
Senator Mnangagwa, you are being investive. You've got very brilliant ideas that you don't want us to know right now. If you were to give a get, just say you were part of the
negotiation. Because Tony, I know how you can kill negotiations. Especially if these negotiations are going to involve ZANU-PF. And once they become a matter of public debate, you will see a lot of political posturing. But there are quite a lot of things that these MPs can extract from the discussions.
If I spoke, for example, proposal representation, them pushing so that Zimbabwean votes, the next time when they vote, their vote will be counted. The next time that Zimbabweans go to an election, it will be almost impossible to actually rig it. That's one of the things. Do you have any that is at least as public or as obvious as that, or it's more private and confidential?
I think they must confine themselves to the bill. It's important to focus on what the bill is taking away and what the bill is purporting to give. And then look at what do Zimbabweans hold dearest in their political life. Do Zimbabweans value their right to vote, for example? Do Zimbabweans value the right to free and fair elections? Do Zimbabweans value minimum interference with the democratic process? Do the Zimbabweans value the independence of the judiciary? And by judiciary, we include the traditional chiefs. They are a judiciary. They are judges, and so on. So they have to look at what the bill is taking away and say, we want to restore this back to the people of Zimbabwe. And I think the current crop of the MPs who are in parliament of the Triple C is capable of making the arguments. And let me tell you, Tony, Mr. Chabangu is not as unreasonable when it comes to negotiations. As people may think him to be. I know him because I once taught him during my time at the ZCTU when he was a trade unionist. And he does know how to negotiate. And whether he will use that skill is something else. But that he is capable of using the skill, he is capable. So all that is needed is people to close the ranks. And I think for Zimbabweans, even if we disapprove with what the MPs are doing, this is the time to persuade them. I think it makes more sense to persuade them. And I'm happy to say almost 100% of those I tried to get in touch with have taken my call and have engaged in open discussions with me and the other colleagues. And I think that they do understand the power that they are wielding right now.
Yeah, I didn't expect the book to get this much attention.
We've pushed this very well. I can safely say that we are almost at the end of this very important and critical conversation. Senator Mnangagwa, what do you think will then happen, and what are the odds of Zimbabweans gaining anything from this, especially at the stage where we are right now? Do you think that there's anything that they can look forward to if maybe in case the parliament remains exactly as it is?
My view was that this bill must be abandoned altogether. It serves no particular purpose, no beneficial purpose for the people of Zimbabwe. If you are to ask people of Zimbabwe at random, what is the problem that you are facing? They will not say, the problem I'm facing is that the president is running the country for only 5 years. It will be very rare to get that answer.
Yeah.
They will tell you that jobs, the access to health, they will talk about the school fees of their children. They will talk about equality and equal access to opportunity. So this bill is serving no particular purpose, and it is just bringing national strife in this country. I do know, for example, that there are quite a number of ZANU-PF people who like ZANU-PF, but they don't like the bill.
Of course,
They think that the bill is a betrayal of the ideals of the liberation struggle. And they seem to be holding that very, very genuinely. So they are unhappy, and we don't know how
and
many.
If these are given an opportunity for a private, secret voting, this could probably maybe change the odds as well.
They probably will vote. They'll probably vote against it.
Update us on your court case, Senator Ngonzora. You are one of the litigants representing these members who have said they want a private, secret ballot voting. How far are we with the case?
It's coming. It's coming very, very soon. Remember, when we get to these cases, the Constitutional Court here has always evaded the issues by raising technical issues. And one of the technical issues they have raised, especially in the case that I think Professor Maduku and company dealt with, was the issue of ripeness, the ripeness principle. What that means is that if there is a process going on, you cannot preempt the outcome of the process. So they were saying, for example, how do you know that the parliament is not going to remove the clauses that you don't want? Why should we preempt that?
So they're saying we better look at it after the parliamentary process.
There are some processes that are definitely going to be triggered by a vote in the National Assembly. There will be some processes because there will be a basis. But there are some things, for example, if they insist on removing the right to vote, they would have offended the Bill of Rights. And by their own argument, the matter must go to referendum. And of course, we are going to litigate if they don't change it on their own, as they should. We are going to litigate about that.
Is that a fair judgment to say if you're to run with the principle of ripeness? How did you accept that? How did you take it?
No.
Because they're saying that there's a certain process, a parallel process,
yes,
which is looking into this. So then the judiciary should not then be found fondling on the same matters.
Yes.
Let the due processes finish off. How did you take such a judgment?
That judgment is not correct.
Okay.
Because they could make a judgment which is couched in terms of if Parliament passes this bill, then that must happen. Or if Parliament, in its debates, passes this clause, then it must go to referendum.
So what happens if this happens? Do you still go back to the same court, or it would have been overtaken by events challenging what would have then happened?
Theoretically, you still can go, because unlike the Constitutional Court under the culture it tried to bring under Justice Malaba, of going very, very technical on issues that it should dispense with on the basis of substantive justice.
Yeah.
For example, in the delimitation case, the judges spend about 30 to 40 minutes asking about what the locus standi of Mr. Ngonzora was. What right does Mr. Ngonzora have to bring this application before this Constitutional Court? They knew I was a senator. They knew I was president of the MDC. They knew that I was a probable candidate in the presidential election. They knew I was interested in the parliamentary vote, and if my MPs won and I won, I would constitute a cabinet. They knew that. But they went on asking this for more than 30 minutes. That's what they do when they want to avoid matters. We hope that this constitutional court will not go to that practice of avoiding the issue. Remember the delimitation case, they ended up saying, we refuse to hear you. That's what Chief Justice Malaba said. I had gone to court, to a constitutional court that I helped create, I had gone to them, and whether I was wrong or right, I was entitled to be heard. So they then said, we refuse to hear you. The matter was then removed.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Right.
Now, if they take that route of being overly technical, they will avoid the main issue. The main issue that will be before them is whether, if you say voting is only going to be done by members of parliament, whether or not you are not taking away the right of vote for non-members of parliament and for the majority of potential voters. If regarding a person, including ZANU-PF person, who has voted in the previous presidential election and is waiting to vote in the next one, whether that person has no vested right in the presidential election.
And we've also seen, I think, since Morgan Tsvangira's time and also Nelson Chamsa's time, we have seen some members of parliament voting X for members of parliament and definitely voting otherwise for the presidential. Seeing a very big gap as far as the presidential results, elections are concerned.
Yes, President Mugabe did not have the same number of votes in a constituency as his MP.
Yeah.
Similarly to Tsvangirai. And I think...
it's not a very good legal argument.
Yeah.
But it cannot be obvious.
Yes. It's not obvious that the choice of the choice of MP that you have is automatically transformed into the choice of president. For example, people in Nyanga may want Superman Dwanzira of ZANU-PF, but may think it's high time we elect Douglas for president. So you have that vote. People must be allowed to make those independent choices. That avenue is going to be closed by this amendment. And this amendment